Hi, this is Bodie Itzway, and this is your NWI.com daily news update for Monday, October 10th. 3 in 10 people charged in Lake County with injuring or killing someone in a drunken driving accident had faced drunken driving charges before, according to an investigation led by Times reporter Marissa Kwiatkowski. After analyzing more than 9,000 misdemeanor and felony drunken driving cases filed in the county between 2006 and 2010, the Times found that less than 40% of cases filed resulted in a drunken driving conviction. Supporters of tougher rules on drunken driving say they are concerned that more than half of the cases were pleaded down to misdemeanor reckless driving and the system isn't stiff enough against repeat offenders. Lake County Prosecutor Bernard Carter said his office's policy is tough against offenders. He said plea agreements in drunken driving cases are based on an offender's level of intoxication and whether there are other circumstances involved such as injuries, deaths, or resisting law enforcement. To follow the Tuesday series, visit NWI.com. Investigations into high-profile crimes such as the slaying of Portage resident Amanda Bach are taking a financial toll on the Porter County Sheriff's Department. Sheriff David Lane said his department will ask the County Council during its meeting Tuesday to transfer $20,000 from the unused salaries portion of its budget to overtime. In addition to the Bach case, the Sheriff's Department has racked up overtime hours investigating the September 3rd death of Burns Harbor bartender Sherry Jania, who was struck by a vehicle and dragged for more than a mile. The department has also come up short with overtime funding because it was called on this year to provide security at all county meetings and during the tax collection process. Taxpayers can hide in the farthest corners of rural Lake County, but they can't escape having to pay for their big city neighbors' public spending. County government fiscal consultant Larry Blanchard said Lake County is being punished by an $11 million loss in revenue to the state's property tax caps because of high tax rates in areas including Gary and Hammond. The state legislature enacted the caps in 2008, which have made taxpayers' lives easier at the expense of city and town halls, libraries, sanitary and water departments, and township officials who have relied in previous years on those taxes to finance services. The caps bite most deeply into the tax collection of Gary, East Chicago, and Hammond, which will face a shortfall of a combined $97 million this year. The Indiana Bureau of Motor Vehicles is urging people whose driver's licenses expire in 2012 to renew them soon to avoid potentially long lines at license branches. The BMV says a record 2.2 million driver's licenses, more than half of those in the state, expire next year compared to 260,000 this year. BMV Commissioner Scott Waddell says the agency is encouraging customers to renew their licenses early, either online or by visiting a license branch. State law allows drivers to renew their licenses up to 1 year before the expiration date. And finally, time may be running out for the man behind plans to locate a trash-to-ethanol plant in Schneider to show Lake County officials he has a way to finance the venture. Griffith Town Councilman and Lake County Solid Waste Management District Board member Rick Rifa wants to give Earl Powers 90 days to prove he can finance the plant he pledged to build more than 1,000 days ago. The plant would rely on commercially unproven technology to transform carbon-based trash into the fuel alternative ethanol. Powers did not respond to Times inquiries seeking comment regarding Rifa's proposed 90-day deadline. In the past, Powers and another official from his company have refused to confirm what entities, if any, are providing financing for the venture. Remember, you can stay up to date on all the local news and information at NWI.com and continue checking us out on Facebook, Twitter, or through your iPhone or Android-powered device. Thanks for logging on.